Much like the preceding 2 episodes, Secret Invasion Episode 3 delivers an array of big reveals, shocking twists, and a significant death, and it proved itself capable of pulling off genuine shocks, and possibly even changing the hierarchy of power in the MCU. The show continues to astonish viewers with its revelations about characters and plot developments. While it may not reach the heights of WandaVision and Loki, Secret Invasion is steadily establishing itself as one of the strongest shows of MCU. The episode kicks off with Gravik's men preparing for an infiltration while introducing the DNA-altering machine capable of creating Super-Skrulls, a powerful weapons of mass destruction. We then flash back to New York City in 1998, where Nick Fury meets his wife Priscilla in her new human form for the first time. And then back in the present, Fury is at Priscilla's home discussing his disappearance and her connection to Gravik. Meanwhile, we see Gravik suspecting Jaya of being a mole and setting in motion events to expose her, and even succeeds, which leads to a shocking demise at the end. We will talk about that later. Moving forward, one of the best scenes of Secret Invasion so far comes, an intense meeting between Gravik and Talos, in which the two parley between their clashing views and ideologies. And by the end of the scene, we get the first glimpse of one of the power of Super-Skrull Gravik, where we see Gravik's wound heals from a glowing orange power. This power actually comes from Extremis, one of the DNA samples shown in Secret Invasion Episode 2's Easter egg-filled scene, detailing which powers the Skrulls have already acquired. And this was undoubtedly one of the main highlights of Secret Invasion Episode 3. This will surely have big ramifications going into Secret Invasion's second half, as it makes Gravik even more formidable than he was before. Afterwards from there, Fury and Talos reuniting became the consistent ongoing storyline for the rest of the episode. In the last episode, we saw this duo split up for a moment, and do their own thing as their egos and past betrayals caused a major clash. However, it didn't take either of them to realize that they needed each other. So with intel from Jaya and assistance from Sonya Falsworth, they embark on a mission to prevent a strike that could trigger World War III. However, tensions persist between them as Fury downplays Talos' contributions. Throughout their journey, they showcase a bickering dynamic akin to a married couple. But frankly, I found it refreshing to see Talos finally take ownership for all that he has done, and hopefully Fury understands that too, before it's too late. And then the tragic end comes. As Jaya tries to escape after helping Talos, she is confronted by Gravik, who knows exactly what she did. He shoots her dead as she's in the middle of a sentence. But I don't think they would get rid of Clarke that quickly. I mean, bringing in the Emilia Clarke, and then killing her off in the middle of the series, it's just a bit suspicious. I personally expect to see her miraculously survive the shooting. Maybe when she saw the extremist tech that Gravik had already absorbed, she may have managed to use the Super-Skrull machine to protect herself in the future. Maybe not, we will get to know soon. And then in the closing moments, it is revealed that Fury's wife Priscilla is somehow connected to Gravik, or possibly working with him. Priscilla receives a call, and she requests to speak with Gravik, but he dismisses the idea. But the voice on the phone appears to belong to Rodhey, teasing the theory that James Rhodes have been a Skrull all along. They chose not to fully reveal that in Episode 3, instead leaving us to speculate. Overall, the slow burn of this episode works entirely, because the characters are given the breathing room to just sit around and talk for much of it, a key part of the storytelling craft. I love the air of tension that fills every scene, and the shadowy aspects are on point in this episode too. And like I said earlier, this episode is all about Jaya and her loyalties, and you could sense immediately that something big was going to happen with her. Moreover, I also liked what they are doing with Fury, revealing small things about him without ever shaking the air of mystery that surrounds him. And the intimate scenes between Talos and Nick might be explosion-free, but they really matter. Their long friendship is the heart of the story, and it's weirdly romantic, but I loved it. However, the Super-Skrull, I feel it's a bit a touch out of place, but I'm curious to see how far they're willing to go with it. Altogether, it's good to see Secret Invasion taking the time to dish up a nice big helping of that in this episode. But the one thing Secret Invasion has failed at is getting across how dire the stakes are for the world. There's still time left with 3 episodes remaining though. The back half of the season should hopefully be better for it.